What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I'm going to be comparing the 2022 Ram 1500 Sport versus the 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie. In this comparison, I'm going to be talking about the different trims that you can get with the Ram 1500s. Also, I'm going to be talking about the safety features that come standard on both of these trucks, as well as the standard exterior options, followed by your interior standard options, and then finally what type of engines you can get with either or. I'll also be showing the window sticker for each of these trucks, as they do have some upgraded options, but in this video I'm going to be talking only about the standard options that do come with this. However, if you do want to upgrade to some options, you can get them depending on which one you choose. Also, right before I jump into this comparison video, if you enjoy these types of reviews and comparisons, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button, because it does help out with the channel and it helps with the YouTube algorithm. With that being said, let's jump into the comparison of the 2022 Ram 1500 Sport versus the 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie and see what they're all about. Now, when it comes to the Ram 1500s, let's talk about the different trim levels that you can get. You can either get the Tradesman, the Bighorn, Sport, Rebel, Laramie, Longhorn, or the Limited. Depending on your budget, you can choose the one that best fits it. Now, as for the standard safety features that come with both of these trucks, on the Sport model, you're gonna get your advanced brake assist and your full speed forward collision warning. The Laramie also comes with these same standard safety features. If you do want more safety features, you can get the available packages that are available. Taking a look at both of these trucks from the front, on the Sport trim, you're gonna have your body color bumpers, your blacked out badging, and then your body color grille surround. Also, because you're stepping into a Sport, you're gonna have your standard LED headlamps and your standard LED fog lamps. The front park sense park assist sensors will be a part of your level 2 equipment group, while on the Laramie, typically standard, you will have your chrome bumpers front and rear, and then you also have your chrome grille along with your chrome grille surrounding. But what is the same as the Sport model is that you get your LED fog lights along with your LED reflector headlamps. And at the bottom of the bumper, this also has your front and rear park assist system, which will be a part of your Laramie level B equipment group. And also, you can't really tell the difference from the front of these two trucks. The only thing that you can see is on the Sport model, you have a newer grille area, while on the Laramie, it's the standard one. And then you've also got your chrome badging on the Laramie, while on the Sport, it is all blacked out. Also on the Laramie, you'll notice your headlamps are not in that black tint, while on the Sport it is. And this particular Laramie does have the Sports Appearance package, hence why you'll see the body color front and rear bumpers along with your black grille with the body color surrounding. Because this Laramie has the Sports Appearance package, you're also gonna get the Sports Performance hood, and the Sport also has this available option for the Sports Performance hood. Coming over to the side of these trucks, with the Sport truck, this is going to give you your body colored side mirrors. You're gonna have your body color door handles along with your black badging all around the truck. And as for your wheels, these will be your standard 20-inch painted polished wheels. However, these can also be upgraded to the 22-inch. Now, with the Laramie standard, your side mirrors are going to be chrome side mirrors, but they're still going to be power folding side mirrors with memory. But because this Laramie has the Sports Appearance package, you will then get your body color still power folding side mirrors. And as for the door handles, standard, they're going to be body colored / chrome, but because of the Sports Appearance package, they will be full body color. Like I mentioned in the front with the chrome badging, you're gonna see it all over the exterior of this truck, because even on the side, your Ram logo, and up top the 1500 logo with the e-torque as well will be in chrome. And as for these wheels on the Laramie, standard, you're gonna get your 18-inch aluminum wheels. However, this particular Laramie does have the upgraded 20-inch premium painted polished wheels, and you also have the option of getting the 22-inch wheels as well. With this Laramie, it also has the available option of the power running boards and the 4-corner air suspension, which both you can get on the Sport trim as well. Something that this Laramie does have and you cannot get on the Sport are the optional Ram box cargo management system. Coming to the rear of the trucks, now over on the Sport, just like the front as well, you're gonna have your rear body color bumper. You've got your hitch there, and then right above that, you've got all your wiring and whatnot. On the tailgate, just like the badging in the front and the side, all of this is blacked out as well. But on the Sport model, because you have your LED front lights, the fog lights, even your tail lights are these nice looking LED tail lights with the sensor in the middle. Also, what's standard with the Sport trim is that you'll get a rear power sliding window. Also, when you open up the tailgate, you'll notice standard, these trucks will not have your spray and bed liner, but as you see on this Sport, this is the aftermarket spray and bed liner, or you can even get it from the factory. Both of them also will not have your LED bed lighting. However, you can get that as an available option. Now, as for the Laramie, like the front, it also has the rear body color bumper, which is a part of your sport's appearance package. Near the bottom, just like the Sport, you've got your hitch in the center there, and then right above that you've got all your wiring plugs for your trailer needs. The hitch you see on the Laramie is an available option that you can get, otherwise you're not going to get a hitch at the back. And because of the front and rear park assist sensors, you've also got them built into the rear bumper. The only bit of difference from the Laramie compared to the Sport is on the tailgate, all of your badging, like I mentioned, is in chrome, and similar to the Sport, your rear taillights are also LED taillights with the sensor in the middle. However, these don't have the black tint like the Sport model. You can also get the Laramie with the Night Edition package, which will black out all of your wheels and your badging, so it'll look exactly like the Sport Edition. And just like the 1500 Sport, the Laramie also has standard the rear power sliding window. Now typically standard, the Laramie will not have the spray and bed liner, but as you see, this truck has it directly from the factory, and it also has a few other upgraded goodies. This particular Laramie does have the bed utility group, so on the sides you're gonna have your 4 adjustable tie down cargo hooks, and then you're gonna have your LED bed lighting as well, which both of these will not come standard, but they will be with this package. Now heading into the rear of the Sport trim, you'll notice it's a very clean looking interior, and it's pretty much identical to the Laramie, just a few little differences. With the Sport trim, up by your door handle, you do have this section of leather, and then if you look right above that, you have this nice looking black interior accent piece, which you will notice throughout the whole interior of the Sport trim. You've also got in the interior some bits and pieces of satin chrome. As for the interior, these are your fully leather seats. Now with the whole chip shortage going on, some of these options may not be available at the time of recording this video, but this particular Sport does have the full leather seats. Also, these rear seats will be heated seats as well. Behind the driver and passenger seat, like I mentioned, this is your fully leather interior, and you've got mat pockets on both sides for that additional storage. As for your rear center console, on the top you've got 2 cup holders surrounded by more of that shiny black trim, venting underneath with some space in the middle. You've got your USB ports and your buttons for the rear heated seats, and then underneath you do have your 115 volt plug as well. Standard with the Sport trim are your rear in-floor storage bins. Now heading into the front of the Sport, it's exactly like the rear, however you do have 2 speakers up here. Now this particular Sport does have the Rebel 12 package, which from having just the standard 6 speakers, that's gonna upgrade you to the 19 speaker Harman Kardon sound system. As for the front seats, because this truck has the Rebel 12 package, and that's why you get the full leather seats, not only will the front seats be heated seats, but they're also going to be ventilated seats as well. I believe at the time of making this video, you cannot order a fresh factory order with the Rebel 12 package. You can only get the vinyl package, but that could change. Standard with the Sport model, you'll only have your power driver seat, but because this one has the Rebel 12 package, your passenger seat will also be power adjustable. Also, a very convenient feature that's standard with the Sport model is your power adjustable pedals. As for the center gauge cluster on the Sport trim, it's pretty much identical to any other Ram 1500 truck, but depending on which trim you choose, some of them may have a different aesthetic to it, but overall it's pretty much the same because you've still got that center screen in the middle there that you can have a ton of different information about your truck displayed right there. An available option that you can get starting with the Sport trim is your wireless charging pad, which will be a part of your comfort and convenience group. Now, as for this beautiful 12-inch touchscreen, this is unfortunately not standard with the Sport trim because typically you would get the 8.4-inch touchscreen, and like I mentioned, this truck does have the Rebel 12 package, which does upgrade you to the 12-inch screen. It uses the Uconnect 5 system, so it's so much better. And coming over to the passenger side, just like any other Ram truck, not only do you have your main glove department, but you also have a secondary one right above that for additional storage. And here is the window sticker for the 2022 Ram 1500 Sport. You've got your typical information about the truck along with your standard equipment right below, and then you have your optional equipment, and as you can see, it has a decent amount of optional upgrades, and you can get more if you like. Then you've got the price at the bottom. This is in Canadian dollars minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts. Now coming into the rear of the Laramie, like I was mentioning on the Sport, it's pretty much exactly like the Sport trim. However, there are 2 differences on the Laramie, because if you take a look up by your door handle, you do not have leather in that section, but instead you have this cloth piece. And same thing with the black interior accent piece. Because this truck has the Sports appearance package, that's going to give you black interior accent pieces, and even the styling of that accent piece is different compared to the Sport. When it comes to the Laramie interior, this is where you can really see the difference between the Laramie and the Sport. Not only do you have the same full leather interior, but if you look on the seats, you've also got bits and pieces of cloth. And because this truck has the Laramie Laramie Level B equipment group, not only are your rear seats just going to be regular seats, but they're going to be reclining seats. And also this package will give you second row heated seats. But also what the Laramie has that the Sport doesn't, if you fold down the center handrest at the back, not only are you going to have two cup holders, but you can open up that center section for additional storage. Just like how the Sport had it, the Laramie also has standard rear in-floor storage bins. Another similar thing to the Sport trim is behind the driver and passenger seat. They're fully leather back seats and they also have matte pockets. Even the rear center console area is exactly like the Sport. The only difference is the black interior accent piece is a little bit different, while everything else remains the same. You've got cup holders up above, storage underneath, USB ports, rear heated seat buttons, and your 115 volt plug. Heading to the front of the Laramie, it's exactly like the rear. Let's say you didn't get the Laramie Level B equipment group. Standard with the Laramies, you're gonna get the 9 Alpine speakers with the subwoofer, where on the Sport, it's just the standard 6 speakers. But this truck, because it has the Laramie Level B equipment group, that is gonna upgrade you to the 19 speaker Harman Kardon sound system. Now, as for the front seats, typically with the Laramie standard, you'll get the bench seating, so you're not gonna have the center console. Instead, you'll just have an extra seat. But because this Laramie has the Sports appearance package, that is gonna upgrade you to the bucket seats, which you're looking at. And the Laramie does come with front heated and ventilated seats. And here's a good thing when it comes to the Laramies compared to the Sport, because if you look on the front seats, you're gonna have the Laramie lettering stitched right into them. Speaking of seats, with the Laramie, both of the front seats will be power adjustable, which is standard. Also with the Laramies, just like the Sport, standard, you're gonna get your power adjustable pedals, but with the Laramie, these will be with memory. Another standard thing that the Laramies have is that they do come with driver memory seating. Both the Laramie and the Sport trim do come standard with the heated steering wheel. Since this Laramie has the Sports appearance package, this also gives the truck a wireless charging pad. Now packages do tend to change, so by the time you're watching this video, there could be something that's different. Now, when it comes to the touchscreen, both the Laramie and the Sport come standard with the 8.4-inch touchscreen. However, you do have the option to upgrade it to this 12-inch touchscreen, and both of these are identical because they both use the new and improved Uconnect 5 system now. Coming over to the passenger side, like I mentioned, all the Ram trucks have the exact same setup when it comes to the glove department and your secondary compartment as well. And here is the window sticker for this 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie. You've got your typical information about the truck, followed by your standard equipment that come with it, and then you've got your optional equipment. And as you can see, this Laramie has a ton of optional equipment. You've also got your pricing at the bottom, which is in Canadian dollars minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they are being offered. As for what engine options you have when it comes to the Laramie and the Sport, they've both got the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 fuel saver with MDS, which is going to give you 395 horsepower with 410 foot-pound of torque. And depending on how you spec your truck, with this engine, you'll be able to tow about 11,600 pounds. Another option both trucks have is the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 with MDS and e-torque. The specs on this are the same. However, depending on how you spec it, your towing capabilities with this e-torque engine will be a little over 12,700 pounds. Now, exclusive to the Laramie, you'll also have another option, which will be your 3 liter V6 turbocharged diesel engine. This is going to give you 260 horsepower and 480 foot-pound of torque. Just like the others, depending on how you spec your truck with this engine, you'll be able to tow a little over 12,500 pounds. Well, that does it for this comparison video on the 2022 Ram 1500 Sport versus the 2022 Ram 1500 Laramie. Let me know in the comments down below, which truck do you prefer, and do you love these trucks or do you hate them?